Hi, this is Al's Toy Shed. I'm Al, and this is something very different. Obviously, as you can see by the screen, I'm going to talk about Prey, the latest Predator movie in the Predator franchise. Now, I'm a massive Predator fan. I really enjoyed this movie. I think it was really, really good. Now, this is not really a review as such. It's more to talk about a thing. A lot of things that critics missed, people missed. People say, "Oh, stupid this, stupid that," da, 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 da. A lot of stuff like that. And I'm going to explain some stuff and set the record straight. Okay. Now, a lot of people are saying that this is better than the original. Now, I don't agree with that. Obviously, I don't agree it's better than the original. I think the original will never be bested. But I do think this is as good as Predator 2, which I do believe is a very underrated movie. It's as good as Predator 2. It's better than Predators. It's definitely better than the Predator. Like 1,000 times better than the Predator. That's my opinion, right? I think this is a really good film, really well shot. Some lovely shots, scenery. Um, there's a lot being moaned about the effects. I think the effects are fine for the budget they had. I had no issue. The CGI looked fine for what they did. The design of the feral predator was amazing. The predator design, I can't wait for the NECA figure. And as soon as I get him, obviously I'll be doing a review for the channel because NECA have announced they will be doing a stuff for this film, so we will be getting a NECA Ultimate Feral Predator. Now, let's go on to the first thing I want to talk about, which is Nori. Now, I really liked her character. I think Amber Thunder acted well. A lot of people said her acting was really bad and terrible. She's a Mary Sue and all this rubbish. No, she's not. You quite clearly see her fail numerous times. She fails to hunt the deer. She obviously the main one. I'm getting it. Sorry, I should have said at the beginning. Major spoilers. Sorry. So major spoilers from now on. Yeah. So so she fails to hunt the deer early in the film. She obviously, the main one was the hunting the cougar, the mountain lion. She obviously falls off the tree and cracks her head, and she has to get taken home by Tabe, her brother, who I really like his character as well. Dakota Beavers, I believe his name is. He was a first ever film, really great actor. Yeah. And yeah, she all this thing, people going like, oh, female, feminist, all this rubbish. No, it's not. It's not woke and all that fucking idiotic talk that people are going on about. No, it's not. You clearly see her fail, fall down, having to pick herself up numerous times in the film. Okay? She's not a Mary Sue. This is not feminist agenda and all that fucking bollocks. Why can't you people just watch a film? Well, why can't you just watch a film and enjoy it and have to say, oh, it's feminist agenda? Like, seriously, mate. That just annoys me. Okay? It just does. She's not a Mary Sue. She fails. She hurts herself. She injures herself. There's a thing when people say, if that bear trap would have broke her ankle. Not that. For a start, that's not a bear trap. That's a smaller trap for something like a fox or a coyote. Okay? It's a smaller trap she steps in. It's not a bear trap like the feral predator steps in later on. It's a small trap. If you look at that trap and look at it closely, it's a small one. For, like I say, for trapping something like a coyote or a fox or a possum. Okay? It wouldn't have broken her ankle. Okay? Just to set that one straight, okay? Yes, it would have injured it, but you see the injury later on. You see her. She has to, put the medicine on it, and okay, right. I think I've talked enough about Nori, and I think she's a great character. I really think Amber Mathunder's a good actress. I'm really looking forward to seeing her in the sequel, which, by the way, sequel has been talked about. It's not been green lit. No, I don't think it's been green lit yet, but a sequel has been heavily talked about because the film, on the whole, has been so well received. Okay, now let's get on to Feral Predator. Now, oh, there's a bit of there you go, that's a bit better. Yeah, so again, I really love his design. I really do like his persona and the way they shoot him. People said, "Oh, he was shown too early." Well, hello, we all know what a predator looks like. We all know what a Yocha, the species, what they are, and what they look like. So, all people saying, "Oh, well, you know, they shoot him too early in that." By the way, I'm going to just say something. One of the coolest entrances ever in a Predator movie. I really like the ship just there and then flying off and then you see him stand up. That was epic. I really, really liked that entrance. I thought that was so cool. Now, a lot of people said, oh, he's a dumb Predator. Right. He's not. A lot of people have theorised he's a young blood, which means he's an unseasoned hunter. Also, this is being well established. This is the Predator's first hunt on Earth. So it kind of does retcon AVP. It does, but I suppose a lot of people wouldn't think that's a bad thing, really. I enjoyed the AVP movies, even Requiem, but I don't think people would really mind that. So if you think about that, this predator, this species, has never seen humans. He's never encountered humans. He has no idea what they're like, how they fight, how they operate. He hasn't got a clue. Same with people going, why is he hunting like foxes and things like, wolves and, why is he like killing the snake, and why does he kill a snake and things like that? Well, because he's never seen these creatures before. I think it's partly fascination, like he wants to, like, what is this sort of thing? So that's why he takes them as trophies. That is why, okay, people? That is why this predator is the way he is. He's never been on Earth. Okay? This species is the Yochi species. This is their first time on Earth, okay? I want to emphasise that, which is why he is the way he is. And he's not a dumb predator. He's not dumb, he's not stupid, okay? He's, like I say, he's a young blood, which has been theorised, which is in the law, which means he's an unseasoned hunter. He's not been doing it very long. He's inexperienced. That's what young blood means, okay? So, and I also think his clan, they prefer up close quarters combat, because obviously in the movie he's shown to, being more close quarters. He likes getting close. He likes to use melee weapons rather than his spare gun, his range weapon, his spare gun. There's loads of times he could just use his spare gun, but he doesn't. He prefers to use melee combat, close quarters combat. He likes to get in close for the kill. And so that explains why he does get injured a lot, because he likes to get in close. He likes to get in close and personal. Now, I don't think I had an image of that. No, I didn't. Oh well. Anyway, back to it. Right. Sorry, I didn't have an image. But there's obviously that. Obviously, when the goes up against the French fur chappers, he's like, people are like, why did they burn all the wood? The wooded area. Why did they burn all that down? Why did they burn that all those trees down? Right. It's literally to make the French trappers. Obviously, they've been hunting. That says that in the film. What is his name? Raphael, the guy who gives her the pistol. I can't remember his name now. Anyway. So is when he's talking to her and translating, because obviously he can speak Comanche. He's talking to her in the French fur trappers camp, and he says that they've been trying to hunt this this predator as well. They've been trying to hunt the feral predator well. So why they've burnt all those trees down is because they've kind of worked out he uses trees and the cover of foliage. So that's why they've burnt all down the trees. So he has no cover, right? And because if you notice, their trap is right in the middle of this. Now, the ash adhering to his body, making his cloak not function. I don't know if they just got lucky with that, or if they maybe knew that. I think they just got lucky with that. When the ash sticks to his body and stops his cloak working properly, I think they just got lucky. But why they burnt the trees down was to make a big clearing and make a kill zone, a kill box. That's why they did it. Okay? And people go, why don't you see the traps? Because they were hid under the ash. That trap he steps in is hidden under the ash. Is why he didn't see it. Okay? He's not a stupid predator. I want to emphasise, he's not a dumbass predator. He's not at all. He didn't see the trap because it was hidden under the ash. Okay? And anyway, he completely fucks up the French fur traps anyway. They do nothing. I mean, literally, it's like nothing to him. It's literally... and also, people have got he's a tough predator. The amount of damage he takes, he's a one tough motherfucker. And one ugly motherfucker. But yeah, he like... he's just... yeah, that's what I think. I want to just go back to something else. The bone mask. People are like, why is he wearing like a bone mask? It doesn't fit with their technology. If you know anything about Predator lore, like anything in the expanded universe, they like to do things like that. Put bones on their armour, adorn their armour with bones and trophies and trinkets. The Yautja are very well known to do that. So that's why he has the bone mask, the bone bio mask. Is because it's also another thing about this clan. His species. Obviously, it's been said they're from a different hemisphere, Yautja Prime. They're from like a desert. His clan, his particular species, his clan, his variant, whatever you want to say, is from a desert, arid desert area of Yautja Prime, which is why he looks the way he looks. And also. The bone is quite significant to his clan because they feed on bone. They eat bone. Bone is a big thing for his clan. The bone. They have a boner for bones. There you go. His clan. So that's why he has that bone mask as well. Okay. Now, I think on to the next one, which is the design. Now, a lot of people don't like this face. I think it's okay. It's not my favourite. By the way, though, the overall design of the Yautja is my top 5. The Feral Predator is easy my top 5. So that would be obviously the original Jungle Hunter, City Hunter, Greyback Elder from Predator 2, and Wolf Predator from AVP Requiem, and then this guy, the Feral. So he's in my top 5. The overall design. But yeah, this is a bit. I mean, it's not the. It's. I do like it, but it's not the best. Obviously, but there's been explained why he has his forehead and his look. Like I say, they're from an arid desert environment. It's to do with partly to do with retaining moisture. They have this sort of look, and the skin as well. It's to do with retaining moisture and things like that. Also, why the mandibles are the way they are, and it's basically that's why the way he looks. Also, it's based on early concept art that Stan Winston did. So when he was originally drawing the Predator for the first film, this feral predator, his design is actually taken from early sketches that Stan Winston did. So if you think about it, it's from the man himself. It's from the man Stan Winston, this design. So you got to give it some credit there. It's from the man himself, the late great Stan Winston, who created the greatest movie monster ever created. Second would obviously be the Xenomorph, but It might, yeah. But there you go. So that's the way he looks. Okay. Next one is this one. Yeah. Now, people have gone a lot of how does he see? How there's no eye holes in the biomask. Now, as you can see here, this is from a still from a film. You can see all the electronics inside and all these sensors. Now, all these sensors are obviously attached to his forehead here, right? So that goes on there, right? And apparently, this is a new thing about the Oucher. They have heat sensitive pits in their foreheads. So that's they kind of basically now it's been revealed they basically see like snakes, like pit vipers and rattlesnakes, where they have the pits in their lower jaws. So that's how they see the heat. So it's been revealed now that the Oucher, that's and that's one of the reasons he has a bigger forehead as well. Is that as well to emphasise that is that they have these pits. I assume these sort of hair and these dot hair they're like heat sensitive pits. So what the biomask does in this one is you can see there the sensors go on the heat sensitive pits, and what they do is they create a thermal image in his visual cortex. That's what it does, and that's how he sees. So that's explained why he has no actual eye holes in the biomask. He doesn't need them because it's fed straight into his brain, straight into his visual cortex through his heat sensitive pits in his forehead. There you go, guys. So that's how he sees. Now, on to the final battle of the film. Right. For a start, I want to make it very clear that pretty much at the beginning of the fight, she shoots him in the head. People have gone, oh, how can a little fucking little girl... She's not a little girl, by the way. She's Amber Thunder's 25. So she's not a little girl. So Naru is in her early 20s. Okay, she's not a little girl. Let's get that straight. She shoots him in the back of the head with the flintlock pistol. So you got to think about what that would do to him. What would happen if you got shot in the back of the head? If you didn't die, you wouldn't really be firing on all cylinders, would you? You would make stupid mistakes, and which he does make mistakes. And that's why, because she shoots him in the back of the head. A lot of people are moaning about, oh, how did she beat him? None of them have noticed it. I think half these critics, I'm going to say a lot of my troll critics, have not even watched the movie. They just want to say it's woke, trash and all this to get clicks and clickbait. They haven't even watched the film, okay? So that's why he gets shot in the back of the head. With the flintlock pistol that she gets given, I think it's Rose Raphael, I'm not sure. Anyway, and also all the traps she sets up on the trees and that as well. She does lay traps. So that's mainly why. And also, people say he cuts his own arm off with his shield. No, he doesn't, right? If you watch closely, Naru goes with his spear, his combi stick, to stab him. He goes, as she's going in, he deploys the shield. Again, remember, he's been shot on the head as well. He's not firing all cylinders. He goes to deflect the spear that his combi stick that Naru has, so she goes to stab him with his shield. Now, as he goes to deflect it, you see as well, he does deflect it, but Naru, she pushes with the spear as well, pushes it onto his other arm. So that's what happens. He gets pushed, it gets pushed, the sharp edge of his shield gets pushed into his arm, and that's why it happens. He cuts his arm off. And it's just a mistake on his part, obviously. But it's not, people said, what? That's what happens, okay? Through a number of things, obviously him being shot in the head, I'm going to emphasise this a lot, he gets shot in the back of the head, right? He goes to deflect the spear blow with his shield that Nori's about to stab him. As he deflects it, the still got the pushing force of Nori, the pushing, obviously going to stab, pushes the sharp-edged shield onto his arm, cutting his arm off. That's what happens. Right, now, and that's obviously that's why Nori, and she lays traps, she does do smart things as well. Yeah, etc., etc. Right. Is it this one? No, this is right. Right. So, the final death scene. Using his own spear gun against him, his own weapons against him. A lot of people have said, how come we didn't notice his... He's been shot in the back of the head. I'm going to say this. I'm going to. He has been shot in the back of the head, which is why he does not notice the 3 laser targeting dots. Also, if you look, the 3 dots are pointing on the side of his head, out of his visual range. So we wouldn't have seen him anyway. Right. Now, people have gone, how did Nori work it out? There's 3 separate occasions in the film she sees the laser dots. She sees the targeting system. Right? The first one is, when they first encounter Predator, when the Braves sort of tie her up, and that one steps out and the lasers are showing him, he puts his hand up, what's this? And he gets shot. There's that time. There's obviously the time in the when she runs out, when she escapes that after they all get killed. She escapes out and runs out into the grass field, and that one pulls her down. And she sees the 3 dots on his head, and she says, no, he has us, he has you. And she pulls them down. So she's already worked out that's what those 3 dots mean. And then when Tarbay knocks the Predator's helmet off, before Tarbay gets killed by the feral predator, when he knocks the helmet off, it drops on the floor, and he goes to pull out his spear gun, and she sees the 3 dots on a tree, and she sees the spear fly around and hits a tree on the dots. She notices that. There's like 3 times she notices the 3 dots. That's how she works it out, okay, guys? And again, he's been shot in the back of the head. All right, now, that's I think I've said enough. That's my I wanted to just explain stuff, and I think this is again a really good movie, as good as Predator 2. It's not better than the first one. I'm sorry, guys, it's not. But it's as good as Predator 2, and it's better than Predators, and definitely better than The Predator. Okay? If you're not seeing it, go and see it. I might have spoiled it for you, but go and see it. And yeah, I'm just want to set the record straight on some stuff. And yeah, excuse my finger. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch you next one, guys.